What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Spade here, and welcome to, let's be real, this is probably the finale. And in this episode we are going to be visiting the graves. We're going to see an old friend in Asburg. That's pretty much it. So this episode's gonna be pretty short for the most part. I don't want we are already here at 2 of the graves. It's the same, it's nighttime though. And this one is Hosea Matthews. Still easily one of my more favorite kills in the entire game. It's a shame that he had to die though. Lenny's a okay kill in my opinion. Yeah, he's just an okay kill for me. Still a good kill though, but I still like Hosea more. Sorry, Lenny.
Excuse me. Hello? Didn't I meet you a long time ago? I don't know. With, Arthur? Arthur Morgan? Oh, yes. My name is Rainsfall. And I'm Jim Milton. John Marston. Oh. Is Arthur, He passed away. A long time ago. Oh, I'm sorry. He saved my life. He gave his. That doesn't surprise me one bit. And you? I know you had tough times. Well... My people aren't really a tribe. We're just a bunch of families, I suppose. But we're in Canada now. It's, What are you doing here? I don't really know. My son, I suppose. Oh, he fell. I know. I'm sorry. I've got a son. I'm very sorry. Oh, it was a long time ago now. Well, it's good to see you, Mr. Marston. And you?
It's good seeing you two again, Rainsfall. Easily another favorite kill of mine. Definitely one of my top 2 favorite kills. Outside of the actual gang. I actually never did visit this grave before until now. Kieran Duffy. Honestly, another kill though I actually really like. He's not my favorite kill in the game, but he's definitely pretty up there for the most part.
Hello, girl.
He's above average in my opinion. And we are here. I don't recall if I visited a strip before until now or not, but we are here. Son McGuire. Easily one of the best kills in the game. Definitely a favorite of mine. Really wish he stuck around that whole game though. But it is what it is. Yeah, definitely a great character, son. No doubt about that.
Come on, girl. One more time.
Although we are at another grave. This one I've definitely never come across. Until now. I just never could find it. Although Susan Grimson. Nice seeing you again too. Yeah, definitely a strict one. An interesting kill though that definitely could have been enhanced, I guess would be the word. Or improved upon. So he's definitely a badass, but we only got to see that once, sadly. Would have been interesting to learn more about her though. But we can't. We literally had like one missing with her technically. If anything, we'll see it's quite the view from here. Eagle flies. To be honest, Eagle flies is easily my favorite killer in this game outside of the gang. But overall, I like Rainspot and Eagle Flies just about equally, to be honest. This is really hard to say which one of those two I like more, to be honest. Nonetheless, it was great seeing you again, Eagle Flies. Really wish he survived, to be honest.
You okay, girl? Let's go.
Really?
Is that all?
This is what this is? I have literally never found this. I've known about it, but I've never been able to find it. Which is ridiculous. Apparently it's right here. My marker was definitely off. But yeah. Arthur's grave. Arthur Morgan. Definitely one of the best killers in the game. And no one can deny that. When it comes to That's Hosea and Arthur, it's really hard for me to pick a favorite. Because I actually highly love all three of them. If I had to pick out of those three, I feel like that's still number one. But might be because there's still a whole nother game he's in. And I just don't know much about it. So I can still learn more about him. It might change my opinion on him, I have no idea. But I feel like Arthur would probably have to be number two. And sadly, Hosea at three. I feel like that's just because we didn't have as much time with him as we did with Arthur, which I feel like is wild consider Hosea number three. Really wish Hosea made it. But then again, I can say the same for Arthur. Nonetheless, he has quite the view. I know it seems like most playthroughs tend to end off the playthrough at Arthur's grave. But that's actually not what I'm doing. I plan on exiting this playthrough where we began. The story at Oz. Pretty damn close to it. Jenny. Really? Paying respects. I never got that trophy yet. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I never did find all the graves. Till now. But we still have one more to visit, that's the thing. Although we might have visited that earlier in the playthrough. Probably. It's kind of a shame that we never actually do get to meet Jenny. Would have been interesting if we could have gotten to know her. Kind of like the Callahan brothers.
There. Let's go, girl.
One of them we never got to meet. And the other was dead when the game began. So in other words, we just need to revisit, I believe it's Davy Kellner. And the one we never got to see was Mac Kellner, I believe. It would be nice if we could have gotten to know those two for like a single mission or something. You know? At least that way we could get a slight idea of what they're like. That is what it is. See, I really wish the northern region was much bigger.
Easy there.
My waypoint was definitely off. Alright, so we did visit Davy earlier. Let the playthrough. Nonetheless, it's nice seeing you again. I'd say here would probably be where it's really at. Yep, pretty much. Come on, Tia. One last little stroll. And pick up the piece of teensy bit. Yeah, it's still definitely worse. This game had a lively town up north. It's just a shame that it doesn't. Might as well enter the buildings again, you know? Where it began is where we'll end it. At least as close as possible. I still say Colt was my favorite campsite. Just because it's ice and snow around. Easily my favorite campsite. Out of all the ones though. Oh really? I can't sit down this chair. That's how I was going to end it off. Yes, I can't do that. Well, I can't sit down in the chair at least. We can sit down here on this chair, in this bed. Although it's first bed in the game. The only thing that would make this more perfect if we could sit in the chair and if there was a file going. Alright. There. Actually want to zoom out a bit more. Good enough. Alright, so when it comes to my final thoughts on this playthrough, it definitely took a lot longer than I thought it would. A little over 2 years, I believe. So was that. But overall, this playthrough was actually pretty damn fun. I still had my raging moments for sure. That's for damn sure. Well, it was a fun playthrough. And as it stands, this is currently the second longest playthrough. here on the channel. Even though this playthrough is ahead, number-wise, of Persona 4, once Persona 4 is done, it's going to be the longest playthrough on the channel. Although I definitely had a blast with this playthrough. It was definitely more than it was definitely more effort than I thought it would be. For sure. Although I was thinking this would be the crazy number of literally 220 episodes long. That was my original prediction. It was definitely way off. For sure. This is also the first open world game we've played on the channel. And I can think of at least 3 more that I'm willing to play on the channel at some point. One of them I'm very iffy about, simply due to the fan base of the game. And that I'm not the best player at the game. And the other two, chances are I probably will play on the channel. I haven't really played all that many open world games, period. But out of the ones I have played, I'd say this one's easily my favorite. Currently. Now when it comes to my favorite characters throughout the whole game, number 1 I still say is Dots. At this point, I'm willing to just say Arthur's my second favorite. And everyone's gonna hate me for this one. But Micah Bell, I genuinely like Micah Bell as a character. He's a character that gets so much hate. It's ridiculous. I can understand why. And we all know he's a jackass of a character. But, hear me out. When it comes to Micah, I find that he's not a bad character, but instead a great villain. The fact that almost, if not everyone but me, seems to hate him, I feel like that stands to reason that he's actually a great villain and a really good killer in that regard. A killer that makes you genuinely hate him. Because he gets so much hate, I feel like is why he's such a good character and such a good villain. I definitely really like him as a character and as a villain. So he's my third favorite character in the game. Overall. Fourth would be Hosea. Then probably Eagle Flies is number 5. Number 6, definitely Trelawney. Number 7, Rain's Fall. Number 8, Pearson. And those will be my favorite characters throughout the whole game. When it comes to characters that I'm okay with, I don't hate, but I don't love either. That would be John. He's a decent enough of a character. But maybe I'll like him more whenever I get around to playing the first game. Who knows? As it stands, he's mediocre to me. I know Jack and Abigail are also in the first game. And apparently you get to play as Jack as an adult later in that game. So I do know at the very least John does die in that game. I was spoiled on that because I watched a few Let's Plays of this game. And some people were talking about that. So I did get spoiled on that. So my opinion on Jack and John may or may not change. Jack, honestly, I don't really give a damn about currently. Abigail, she's an okay character, but I don't really care. There is one character I did forget that I actually do really like. As also in the first game. That would be Uncle at number 9 for my favorite characters in the game. When it comes to other characters like Sadie, I know she's an extremely popular character. And she is badass, don't get me wrong. But honestly, I'm just find her as an average character. She's a badass, yes, but overall, I feel like she's average. And when it comes to every other character in the game, except for Strauss, who to be honest is probably number 10 on my favorites list. I do really like him as well. But nonetheless, every other character, I just didn't really give a damn about. Well, I did forget Son now that I think about it. I guess he's 11 then. Oh. Nonetheless, that's enough ranting about favorite characters and least favorite characters. When it comes to the game overall, I definitely highly love it, but I can see some things being improved or added, like an expanded Winter Wonderland. Maybe a few more trappers throughout the game. Maybe some more things to do for post game, like giving access to Mexico in the game. I feel like that would be nice as well. And just a few other things. Nonetheless, as it stands, I'd say this game is at least within my top 10 favorite games of all time currently. Although I can't really think of all that much else to talk about. So I guess, unless I feel like coming back to this game every so often to kill some time or whatever, I guess that would be considered bonus episodes. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the finale of Red Dead Redemption 2. And until either next time or the next Let's Play, I hope you all enjoyed this playthrough. And until next time, stay golden.